uglies. Hello, uglies. Hello, uglies.
Hello! Sorry, I forgot what we were doing. Welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels.
And I'm Auntie Booblade. Oh my God, it's so good to say hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Auntie Booblade.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
love
Big
your, I love your
titties.
work.
Oh, yeah, I got.
This is
So
honestly,
this is why you left.
Yeah.
honestly, like,
I
you
went on
could have
camp.
just said that.
You know what? I wanted to, but you know, the manifestations, like, sometimes you just have to have them internalized, and I just wanted this to be for me, and now that it's here,
Understood.
like,
Your
we can
skin
have
sounds.
this.
Understood.
We can have- thank you.
I think it's
It is
important.
beautiful, and I
Yeah.
did see that on TikTok. I did see the manifestation in internalized equals giant titties. Welcome back, Jay!
But it's good. It's good to be back, girls. We've got JB lying on the ground. She was
She looked
tackling
worn
She's
out.
sedated.
right back in the studio. We got the green screen behind us. You're floating.
Oh, yeah. So because the theme of this episode was Western, I am the ghost of Sarah Plain and Tall.
Oh, gone too soon. Glenn Close?
Is she rest?
Huh?
Didn't Glenn Close play her? It's fine. We'll talk about it later.
No, that's Damages.
You were going to have a little Halloween fun, and you did.
I sure did.
You
I sure
premiered
did.
your titties at
Mhm.
Queen.
Mhm.
Tell us about it.
Well, I went out to Halloween as Miss Tsunade from the Naruto series, if anyone out there is a fan of the manga, the anime. And it was a lot of fun just to see a bunch of old faces and
New titties.
new titties, and they just come up to you and just ask, "Can I?" And you just gotta say yes. I'm a
You
people
have
pleaser.
to.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you brought
Yeah.
a new present. I did enjoy when we saw each other last week, and Alexis and I were drunk, and we said, yeah, we'll go to Halloween. That sounds fun.
What happened?
And then I just love that we just didn't, and
Well,
you
okay.
knew,
I
and you
respected that. I
respected
respect
it.
that.
Well, I had to pass out candy to the kids in my neighborhood because my neighborhood is I live in a neighborhood of Jehovah's Witnesses, and so I was the only one. I was dog sitting, and I was the only one in the community that would
Your
pass out
community's
candy.
against candy?
Jehovah's Witnesses?
Don't
Absolutely.
you live right
Against the
next to a
celebration.
Sonic? Ooh, okay, this is not, I respect all religions, and by that I mean, it's not for me. When I was a teacher, my first teaching job in Louisville, Kentucky, I taught middle school special education. Thank you, I am going to heaven, no matter what I do.
That's the ticket.
I've done the work. I've done
Okay.
the work. One of my kiddos, their mom became a Jehovah's Witness very recently. And so the daughter didn't quite understand the deal. So
That
her
is
mom brought
heinous.
like a brochure, and it was all about why Jehovah's Witnesses don't recognize birthdays or holidays.
Mm.
So every like holiday, when we'd spend a day, you know, doing Christmas stuff, Thanksgiving, you know, Hanukkah, you know, all of the things, we had to put her in the back of the room so that she couldn't be a part of anything, and we'd have her like doing something fun, like I'd get her like a learning game, you know, like back then what did we have, blackberries,
Tangrams.
Mhm.
Tangrams.
tangrams, put this shape in, is that a shape, and she would just sit in the back and
That
just
is
watch us
so-
all have
That's
Christmas fun.
crazy.
But it's for Jehovah. Jehovah
Okay.
doesn't like a good time, okay? She
Jay.
likes sacrifice. But I will say, on her birthday, she said, Mr. Nixon, it's my birthday. This is my first birthday where I can't have presents. That's when I knew God wasn't real.
You are not allowed to switch religions. You're not allowed to switch to
You're not allowed
Jehovah's
to
Witness
you cannot
when you have
take
kids.
birthdays
When you have
away.
kids, if you're a fucked up
Middle
adult,
school
don't punish
age
the
kids
right.
suddenly.
Hello.
Hey, I know you have learning disabilities. You can't fully understand the situation, but you're 13. You can't do birthdays anymore.
That
What
would
does
mess me up. That would
mean?
mess me up as a kid.
I know. Well, and that was the thing. I was supposed to focus on like teaching her math, and instead I'm just trying to keep her emotionally available to the experience that she's currently having.
Ugh.
You are going to heaven.
Thank you. Shalexi, can I ask you?
Yeah, babes.
You have a Band-Aid on your arm, which is not rare for you.
Oh, I went and got my booster today.
Ooh.
For what? HPV.
This is my third round of the vaccine, but I was Moderna. Today I'm Pfizer.
I heard you can mix and match.
Mix and match.
now.
Yeah, the FDA,
That's
the NBA said you can do mix and matches. And you know, friend of the show, Gina Bell,
Yes.
she gave it to me.
She works at a pharmacy.
Her non-drag job is pharmacy.
Oh.
Oh, I'm glad you ripped it off.
You're
here.
healing.
That hurt.
Yeah, please discard it in my home.
can put it on your keyboard. Can I tell you? She was
Uh-oh.
like, you're going to marvel at how adept I am with my hands. And I was like, oh, really? And she goes, bink. I was like, you did it? And she was like, yeah.
Maybe she didn't
Well,
actually
she's
give
got
you
the
the
job.
shot. Maybe she was just giving
And
you a
look,
flu.
you can't even tell. There's no,
I
like...
mean,
do
I
you
can
feel
tell
anything?
there is a lot of irritation. Oh, no, that's your right. Yeah, you're right. It looks the same.
Did she just read you?
Chan, I know we said we were
So
going to do
excited to have you
Dragula,
back.
but
Oh.
we know you really wanted to talk about Drag Race UK. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
we erased all of our Drag Race
I love
UK
it.
reviews,
Okay,
and we're just going to do them again. Who's your favorite?
Cederjin?
Wait, I do want to know, you're watching Dragula.
I am.
Thoughts of the season so far.
Okay, thus
Let's do a little
far.
Chan roundup.
You know what? I love that the prize pool is up to 100,000. Now we got a bunch of
Yes!
From them.
from them,
I love
courtesy of the Boulay brothers.
Mhm.
It makes me think of the other franchises that are out there that have $100,000 for a drag prize, and I'm like, can we up that? Can we make it more?
Let's pay drag performers more.
So,
Yeah.
In general.
there's now a GoFundMe to get Camp Wanakiki up to $100.
Wait, did you see the announcement? Camp Wanakiki officially starting next season, presented by Out TV.
Oh.
Yeah, OUT-TV, Out TV.
It's so important to stay out because when you stay in, you don't
You don't get the sun.
vitamin.
Vitamin
Is it D?
fish oil. You're supposed to bite that one down.
Yeah.
too. I
Fish
think that's
oil?
another
You have to bite
vitamin.
it.
What
Yeah.
else? Vitamin H.
Yeah. Oh, I love the HPV
You
vitamins.
are very good with your vitamins.
I try because I'm the oldest here. I feel like I have to stay strong for y'all because the minute I start to show weakness, I think one of your tits will fall
It
off.
trickles down.
It trickles
Yeah.
trickle
Stay
down
strong for
economy.
us.
I do believe in that. I am a Reagan head. Reagan.
You're a Reagan son.
A Reagan.
Did you go to the JFK thing?
The JFK Jr. coming back to life where his father was shot in Texas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, wait. It was JFK Jr. they wanted to come back to life?
Yes. So
Who went missing in the Northeast? And they thought he was going to come back in Texas?
well, he didn't go missing. His plane crashed in
But
1999.
they never found his body.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I read Carol Radziwill's book front to back.
Oh, because you know what? He was fine. I bet somebody diving saw it and was like, I'll take that home.
Oh.
Listen, love is love.
Necrophilia,
Love is
yeah.
love, love wins.
Mhm.
We say it all the time. Target says it. QAnon people thought that if they go to the place where JFK was killed in Dallas, that JFK Jr., who died in 1999 in a plane crash, would show up and announce that he is now vice president as Trump was flying back to the White House. Why are you laughing? Do you have any conspiracies that you buy into?
You know what? You know about that cursed horse statue at the Denver
No,
airport, right?
I don't.
Well, the sculptor was working on that horse for like 10 years,
That's
and
too long.
when he was like wrapping up the sculpture, the horse fell back on him, crushed him. Okay, and the structure's still there. That airport is cursed, and it's also believed that underneath that airport is like some like prohibitive alien
American
facility.
Horror
Is it
Story.
aliens?
I think so, but there's also something about those murals there. The murals are randomly like evil.
Like hieroglyphs and like messages.
There was a
and,
podcast about it.
satanic
There's
stuff too,
an
yeah.
episode of a podcast about it. I think it might be last podcast on the left.
Oh, I don't listen to last podcast on the left because I lean very right in my politics.
Mm.
So they died, and then they put the horse in the airport?
They put the horse, right outside the airport.
It's the-
Shouldn't they put it on top of his grave? Or is that like teasing him? Like, LOL, I made it. Although, maybe it was his favorite thing. Like, he's like, I finished this, now I have no purpose in life. And then boom. Ooh, okay, let me tell you a
crazy?
story. My sister got married at my mom's boss's house. And her husband, the year before they had the wedding there, he
Died?
got crushed to death by a piece of farm equipment. He was in the barn, blah, 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 blah. So then, the wife, after working all day, she came home and she found him dead. And she was inconsolable, which obviously that's so sad. And then a year later, like to the day of his death, my sister got married like 20 feet away from where he died. And no one would talk about it. But we did eat barbecue.
Well, speaking of barbecue, that takes us to the West. The weird, wild West.
I feel good about that. That was good.
Thank you.
I'm lean into it. That was good.
You missed my segue.
Yeah, that was good.
Hold on, let me fix my neck because it keeps like. Do you see that?
I keep hearing it pop.
I think I just need to adjust it like the axis over here, like the y-axis, and then
It is kind of. Did your doctor charge you extra to have your boobs move so easily?
they're
That's
silicone-y.
nice.
Yeah.
That's
What
nice.
are they filled with?
Silicone filled.
They looked heavy as you were putting them on.
Oh yeah, this bra is very helpful. Without it, back pains.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. My grandmother always had giant titties, but now she's just kind of leaned over coloring, so she's fine. Well, it pulled her down so she could see the coloring book.
Oh, the one
better.
that you put to work, right?
Mhm.
Oh.
We start off with our pre-scene. The girls, the Boulet brothers, are in their Wild Wild West town. Was it season 2 they did something in a Wild West town?
Yes, I was thinking that too. Didn't they actually go to a Wild
They
West
and they
place?
filmed like a something.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
was a little bummed if they didn't. Maybe COVID, they couldn't go on location.
Oh yeah, cowboys are very health conscious.
Yeah, they're very into vitamins. Ivermectin, ever heard of it?
I've seen the movie with the 2 cowboys and the big beans.
Yes.
That's
City Slickers.
It was after they were
That
done
was
with it.
Oh, we need spoons.
These Boulets are hungry.
Yeah.
They are looking for some meat to spit roast. I did laugh when they said that. They wanted to
Oh.
find something to spit roast. Because that's a sexual term.
It did seem like they were very loose with it. No, they were like laughing at themselves. I enjoyed that.
I know, yeah, it was kind of a cute
I'm a
scene.
little Boulet fan. I did enjoy seeing her laugh so much. Oh, actually, we should have started with Big Boulet. We didn't even start with... Oh, God. Hello, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion, I'm a big boulet. I'm the big one. Yeah.
Do people ever DM you or tweet at you? Let me hear.
I will send a voice memo back when they're like, I just love the Big Boulet impersonation. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm over here being goofy into my phone.
Yeah, overall, though, what a cute little sketch.
Cute little sketch. I'm loving that they're setting it up to finish off later. I think that's so fun. And
It
it's
is important that
storytelling.
you set it up so that you can finish it.
The exposition and then the ending.
Yeah, well, and then in the middle,
appendix.
the long table
Cite
room.
your sources.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Long table
Long
room.
table room.
Or what I like to call the LTR. We get, the usual kind of jabber. Mary talks a lot is what everyone's saying. But Dolly said, I don't think she talks a lot. I think other people don't talk enough. And I'm inclined to listen to anything Dolly says because respectfully,
Very
hubba hubba.
You were looking, yeah. You know what, me too, I'm looking.
Patreon, they get the call to come to the main stage and get their main challenge, which is a weird Wild West look
Wild
and presentation incorporating sci-fi and Wild West vibes.
Because that's a thing.
Apparently it was.
is.
Comics in the past.
I only know Men in Black, Wild Wild West. That's
Okay,
the only...
No, that wasn't a Men in Black film, but it was a Will Smith film, Wild Wild West.
Oh, but to me, every
Yeah.
Will Smith film is a Men in Black interpretation.
I love that film because one time, me and my old friend Sam, we made fondue and we watched that.
Huh. Wild Wild West.
Get up now.
Is Contact in the Wild West, or that's just in a lab?
I think desert.
Oh, it is desert.
It is
yeah,
deserty,
it is
right?
deserty.
Oh, have you seen Dune?
Not yet.
I
Did
just
you
saw
see
Dune.
it?
Dune's good.
Is it
Is
good?
it
Did you
good?
see
Tell me
theater
the
or
truth.
regular?
Tell me the
No,
truth.
it's not actually, but
Okay.
I
That's
enjoyed
what
seeing
I've heard.
Zendaya for a little bit.
You
Yeah.
see her for a little bit.
For a little bit.
Wait.
For a
Did you
little
see
bit, but
theater or did you see normal?
I saw it in theaters. It's loud.
I want to see.
It's loud.
Wait, what's
Turn
loud?
it down.
Sand is loud?
The soundtrack that they'll play under the sand because it's like you're staring at sand, so let's make it exciting.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
God.
That lady who sings the songs in her bathroom to make it sound like the Dune background song.
The Prince of Egypt
It's
one?
beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sand.
I don't know if I can take that on at the moment, but there may be a time, on a rainy day when you just want to be dry. That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
2.5 hours. You see the worm, big hole.
I do want to
Okay.
see what's the one Tremors.
You never seen Tremors?
I've only seen it like on TBS, on Saturday afternoons. It's the one about they're like giant worms that like come up out of the ground, and it's also kind of deserty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there's like a Tremors 2, which is like the worms again, but like 2 of them.
Well, it could
That's
be
a
worse
fun
than
movie
one.
because remember, did y'all used to play like The Floor is Lava? That's Tremors vibes. Is you can't touch that ground to ground because the Tremors will trem you.
They'll trim you. That's where we get the saying from.
Mhm.
Don't trim me, baby. Yeah. And
Something
then,
like that.
yeah, you're stepping on the...
Well, in Dune, you can't walk in a normal pattern because that attracts the tremor, the worm. So you have to like.
Oh, there is
dance.
a worm?
There is a worm.
Oh.
And his name is Dune, I think. I really didn't. There was a lot of exposition.
Oh, Hoso, well, we didn't say this. Hoso is sad because the thought of Astrid leaving is sad.
But then everyone's response to Hoso is, oh, I'm sorry, did you get dignitized?
I'm saying.
We did learn a little bit more. We got more of an insight into La Zavaleta. She connected this challenge with her sister, and we got to hear more about that. And we saw a little bit more humanity from her, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say this? Okay.
I wish you would.
I would like to apologize. Because before I knew the backstory in the first episode, when she's like, I have to face my fears, I have to go to a cemetery. I just have really bad thoughts about the cemetery because of my sister. I don't want to go to a place where I have bad thoughts or whatever. And I kind of made light of it, of being like, yeah, none of us like going to a cemetery. We've all had to bury a family member. What are you talking about? And I made light of it, which is shitty in general. But then to hear the full story of like, she's 13 years old, she's watching her sister die and like promising to take care of the family and then having to raise her sister's child. It put into perspective a lot of that and made a lot more sense. And it also just kind of helped me realize that I need to shut the fuck up a lot. So I'm very sorry, LZ, for making light of that. And thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I'm sorry for your loss. And then this episode, she came in and she was keeping Mary Cherry in her place. Loved it.
Where do we follow Mary Cherry? I do want to know. Like her, I think she's fun TV, but at this point,
This episut was difficult.
This episode was
It is.
And they didn't do her any favors, those editors, by editing the long speech and then put everyone saying, she talks too much. The boudoir is just the Mary Cherry show.
I did like how, as they're doing that, and they're just bringing up random, like, statements, like, kind of joking, like, look, here, she's still talking. At one point she goes, and, you know, Maxine Waters,
I guess.
I kind of want to
I wanted to hear
release the
beginning of
unedited
that.
footage.
Yeah. I said this when we started the series. I was really excited for her because she brought an energy to the competition that is more than just spooky, and I enjoyed that. Last week's look was difficult for me to understand how it was safe. This week's look was even more difficult for me to understand how it was safe.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the Boulets are not doing her any favors by not giving her feedback. Because I feel like we're at a place where she will be very much like Coco Kane. Well, it'll be too late. They'll get to a point and they'll be like, this is the problem we had.
Well, she also...
And then we won't get to see her
I think
change
she
it.
got suspected. She suspected that was going to happen. Because remember, when they came back to the long table room, she went to the side and started talking. She's like, I don't want to suck the air out of the room like they said I would.
I love sucking the air out of a room, okay? It's so important just to get your feelings out, because if you don't get your feelings out, you know, you're going to be the one that's stuck with that. And, like, yeah, you might take up some oxygen out of the room, but you know what you're giving back? CO2. And people say that that's not good to give out, but it is important that you at least get some of it out, because if you don't get it out, it stays inside of you. And you really just have to internalize everything that Mary Cherry would want to say to the world and go, I could say that too. And then you push it out into the world and you make a difference. If anything, you're making the world a better place, I would say.
Big moves.
Yeah, so...
You know what? When Mary Cherry was like, I do have star quality, anytime I hear that, I'm just like, what are you saying? What are you talking about? I have star quality. Speak like a human being. What's going on here, ma'am?
In her defense, I've said that a lot.
Yeah. Well, you've had to.
Mostly to myself and mirrors.
Yeah, and the judges on Camp Wanakiki, which is how you got to where you are. It's because you believed in yourself. Manifestation.
We manifest.
That's why her titties are so small, because she didn't keep it inside. I'm a Mary Cherry fan as far as an entertainer goes, but I think she continues to show, for me, part of me, spooky me, I think she continues to show a level of finish and to quote TikTok, very young. I don't think she always understands the assignment.
Okay. Young.
While you've been gone, I've aged backwards. Have you seen Benjamin Button?
That's you.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my mom is actually 13 years old right now. We're gonna meet in the middle.
Well, the mom doesn't do any, right? The mom didn't age in Benjamin Button.
I have to be honest, I've never seen it. Is he born a full-grown man?
No, he's born a tiny, but wrinkles. He's born baby-sized, but wrinkles all over. So he's like the apple in your kitchen right now.
Okay. Okay, I will say.
Why is she attacking your food? What's going on in the kitchen?
No, I picked it
I
up
gotta
the other
see.
day. Yeah.
when we did Two Queens Singing, we did like a Halloween thing, right? I was like, oh, you know what a fun audience interaction thing is playing COVID-safe bobbing for apples, which is just putting an apple
on top of
a glass of water because it's not safe to pass it around, so only one person can do it. And I was like, oh, we've got apples, it's fine. And then as I'm leaving to go to the gig, I go in the kitchen, I pick up an apple, and my fingers just fall into it. Like, it's so rotten. I was like, and then I found one that was like a real apple, and I was like, okay, we can do that. And then Alexis came over. Of course I didn't throw them out because, you know, there's, with the Exxon and, you know, there's oil. But she picked it up and was like, oh my God. Which honestly, I said the same thing because I didn't expect her to pick up the apple.
Turning over new leaf.
Thank you for trying.
It was very wrinkly.
Soupy.
Should we just get into these looks?
The boulets come out, and were you not, this was shocking. They were wearing different colored hair.
But it was inverse opposite hair. Did you notice?
Yes, it did. Black and white.
I wrote that down too. Inverse opposite hair, Barbie hair. But everything else was the same. They're very smart.
Why'd I say the editing and the visuals with the ring and the back and forth and then boom and the shots and the it's the cinematography award of the year.
That is one of the things of like, it is a little annoying to watch it as someone who wants to review the show. Watching the runway, you're kind of like, what did you look like? But as just a viewer, it's really exciting to watch.
It's really beautiful.
I'm hyped.
So our guest judges for this episode were Trixie Mattel, famous drag queen.
And country star.
And country star.
And duet partner, Orville Peck.
And duet partner, the P today actually does stand for Peck, Orville. Have never seen his face.
Pretty sure it's hot.
Pretty sure it's hot. His voice.
And I don't know his story. But I know that he has had like lots of queer people, like he's had Miss Toto do stuff with him.
Right.
Shania Twain.
Jada was in that too.
Shania Twain, like he's queer, I think.
Queer
right?
person, Shania Twain.
Yes.
Bitter Bentley, Robo Dolly Saloon,
Dolly Parton.
whore.
I live for this cage.
Really cute.
I loved it. I loved her rendition of it on her Instagram. She did kind of take Trixie's note of like, I needed something a little more 3D.
Taking the notes that they gave her from last week about you looked kind of in a daze during the beach party, the Nosferatu beach party. Her presentation, she was active, she was engaged, she was doing everything. It seemed exciting to watch.
I loved
Cyber Eye is really cute. The gun is from this game Overwatch.
She's a gamer.
She's a gamer.
Yeah, she is.
So this is like in the game she's a cowgirl with like her big butler guy named Bob, B.O.B. And that shotgun is from that game. Shout out to the gamer.
References.
References.
You're a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
You are a gamer. What's your preferred
pronoun
system?
I love PlayStation. PlayStation 4. I love a PC.
Do you have a 5 yet? Have you seen one?
I've been hunting.
They're hard to find.
We have that chip problem. Have you heard of the supply chain issue in America?
No, tell me.
And the labor issue?
Well, I've heard the labor issue. No one wants to work
laborers,
at Wendy's.
no one wants to work at Wendy's.
Yeah.
Sign-on bonuses at Costco. But the supply chain issue, there aren't enough chips. It's rare to come across a PlayStation 5.
So that's why it's so rare. I saw a TikTok. I watched TikTok very young. I saw a TikTok of a guy. You know those TikToks, and I don't usually like them, of like rich white guys being like, I'm gonna surprise someone with like the gift of their life. And it's like, can you just like pay for someone's education? Shut up. It was like this DoorDash driver was coming to drop off this guy's Taco Bell. Sorry to trigger you. And he was like, here you go. And he tipped him with a PS5. Not nice.
Oh, I saw that one.
That's pretty nice.
That's nice.
Oh my god.
But if someone tipped me with a PS5, I would just give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
I would sell it and I'd give you the box.
Wow, that would destroy me.
Saint in this cow outfit, which I learned today.
Photo.
J for pay.
I saw that too.
J for pay. Did
Brilliant.
this incredible. All the spots were like hand poured over velvet.
The mask was brilliant. The outfit was not the issue. The issue the judges had was
with the
her
presentation.
performance.
With her, she was a little sleepy.
Do I think she deserved to be in the bottom 2 over a certain other person? No, I do not.
I agree with you.
But
can't
the
wait to get the
look
names.
is
Yeah.
brilliant.
Also, the face, so cool. The face also gives me Rorschach test. Have you ever done a Rorschach test?
I only see penises.
How does it go?
You know those
blots.
ink splotches? And you'd say, like, so I'd say, like, what does this remind you of? The face.
Penis.
And it's always 2 guys kissing.
Oh my god.
Always 2 penises.
Oh, I see a vase.
It's always a vase with penis. sticking out the top.
Up next, Sigourney Beaver. Sigourney Beaver with another reveal. Blue Star Spangled.
Came out very Star Spangled Banner, which is very country, you know, because they love celebrating
They
the
love
country.
the stars. They love every single state.
What's that about? What's the flag thing? Here's... Sorry, it's the flag.
And I'm proud to be an American.
It's I saw this on TikTok. No, I didn't. I'm making that up. Usually the like super pro country or pro America country folk are also very Christian, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the first commandment?
Thou shalt not worship.
Shalt have no other
other
gods
gods but
before me. And so worshiping a flag, holding a flag in reverence to that degree, is that not idolatry?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't believe in idolatry, but like, according to you, you should believe in idolatry.
You
I
better-
mean, I've happily fly the Nicki Minaj American flag. Do not get me wrong, because of you.
Thank you.
Because of you,
I never
Did you watch that
stray.
Nicki Minaj TikTok I sent you?
Which one?
Yeah.
Idolatry.
Anyway, idolatry.
You better prepare that argument for the next time you see your dad. She's over here like, oh, I can't wait to
I'm not
run
doing
this
that
by
anymore.
him.
I'm sorry if you forgot. We're not seeing each other anymore. Yeah, I've decided against that.
Oh, good. Ooh, update.
Speaking of idolatry, you know that idolatries I think are going bankrupt. I heard that today.
Are
That
they?
they're closing them all down, which is terrible.
Speaking of idolatry. Oh my god.
Sigourney did look good. I did not notice. I agree with Trixie. I did not notice the blue scaly. I didn't know what she was.
But then-
I thought she was just blue.
But even after seeing the blue scalies, I still didn't know what the story was.
Yeah, I don't really know what that. Well,
Alien, I guess.
But like
I don't know.
American flag into a gold kind of chaps.
maybe she's shedding the idolatry of the flag. Maybe she's saying.
true Christian alien.
Maybe she's saying.
I am your god.
Yeah, look at that waist.
Okay. She got no time to waste.
Up next is La Zavaleta. La Zavaleta.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
was
scary.
So it was
obsessed.
so
This is
scary.
scary.
The teeth
I was
with the hat
obsessed.
being all low and the arms.
Scary.
I just thought that she was like, I'm Mexican. All of this is like
Doing
within
my
our fucking
heritage.
culture. Like, I got this. And then she came out and she really did.
Yeah.
You can't fault that shit.
Okay, the silhouette reminded me of, you know how people who have sleep paralysis will see the hatted man?
We just
Remember
talked
that?
about sleep.
Did y'all
Oh, with Arigato, I talked about sleep paralysis demons.
No, wait. What had it?
Well, this is a figure of a man with like a cloak, a black cloak, and he has just like a white brim hat. And it's common for people to see that when they have sleep paralysis.
Have you ever had
And he
SP?
just like approaches you and smothers you.
Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
Oh yeah. Oh, I've seen the man.
No, you have.
I have seen the
Did he
hatted
try
man.
to suffocate you
The only thing you can do is just close your eyes
and die?
and die.
That sounds terrifying.
It is pretty scary.
Have you ever had a nightmare where you wake up and you force yourself to stay awake because you're terrified to go back to sleep and go right back into the dream?
No.
Oh, last night I had a dream. I just remember running and I was trying so hard to run and like just get out and run. And then I woke up and then I was like, okay, glad that's over. Went back to sleep. Right back in it. I mean, right back in it. It's terrifying. And I wake up and I was like, you're awake now. So I made myself stay awake. Like I got up, went to the bathroom, walked around. Because I was so scared.
Oh my gosh.
What is that? That's like a self-torture thing. It's like waterboarding your brain.
I've never had a dream resume.
Ever?
No. I never
Oh.
went back to
Me
sleep and
neither.
had a dream resume.
Really?
Your brain is like,
That's my deepest fear. It happens
organized.
often. As long as I'm not like up and around. If I just wake up and I'm like, oh, that dream was scary, and I go right back to sleep, I'm right back in it. What is that? Is that because I'm a genius?
Yeah. You like to see things through.
You should
I like
do-
cliffhangers.
Oh, that
Right,
movie's
movies
good.
in your brain.
Speaking of TikToks, I'm sorry, you keep bringing it up, Alexis. It's weird. Have y'all seen that guy? I love him. It's like the no part 2 guy. You know, the people are like,
Oh.
like for part 2, and then they finish the story. So he just tells it all in one part. Anyway, so this TikTok's about this woman, and then this happened, and this, and then at the very end, she had to sell her house. You don't have to watch part 2. Thanks.
I love that.
No, but you know what I did
I
see?
love him.
Okay, one more TikTok
Oh.
for me. You know what
Why
I
do you
did see
keep
last
talking
night?
about it?
It was a TikTok of a girl, and there was a rock wall right here, and it was night. It was one of those things where, you know, people go climbing at night and they have to stop, so they anchor like a little cot, and so they're just dangling miles above the ground.
Yeah, super fun.
Terrifying. And I didn't know what I was seeing. I was like in bed looking at it like this, and I didn't know what it was. And then they were like, I'm really scared for if I have to pee to dangle my little butt over. And then they pan over, and it's just like black. It's like drop to nothing. It was terrifying.
Scary.
That is scary to me. I'd love to
Scary.
go mountain climbing, but I would not want to sleep on one of those.
You would love to go mountain climbing?
But not, like, overnight.
Would you climb up the side of a mountain? Like hanging
Yeah,
off
if I was
a wall?
harnessed and if, like, a guy was there to be like... And
Your
I could be
dad.
like... And I could, you know, do that thing where I pretend to...
Are you not
my
afraid of
foot
heights?
slips. There's a version of me that I think is afraid of heights.
I'd like to wake her
A
up.
version of you. Is this the version that you want to be?
Oh, this British Lindsay Lohan.
Yes.
Wait, do you want fries or
Boy.
chips?
I want tater skins.
Okay, now she's not afraid of heights.
That's
She's not afraid of
the
anything.
country.
She's not afraid of anything.
You know who else I'm not afraid of? Is our
There
next
we go.
monster,
Solid.
Hoso teratoma, who when they did the silhouette, I thought, is she gonna be a crab? Is she gonna be a
And
lobster?
No,
But then she was a
Denali.
hot cactus, creepy cactus
Did
monster.
you see her tweet to Denali? Because they...
They're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's so funny.
Because they also did, yeah.
I love that shit.
I love Hoso.
Denali's...
Mother buttons.
Yeah, that was
That
scary.
was solid.
Other mother, yeah.
That was awesome.
Joshua. Mm-hmm.
Was it Joshua?
I think so.
We have to get him to stop. Like
He did-
We have welcomed him into our lives through YouTube, and it's like I'm ready to be costume.
If his love language is costumes, how come he don't love us?
I loved
Hoso
it.
teratoma, thoughts?
Loved.
Gorge.
Grand.
Want to see a close up of
Scary-ass
that mate?
cactus.
You guys, I'm sorry.
Chaps.
I'm wearing a corset for the first time in 7 years in honor of you, but it's making me not funny, so I apologize.
Oh, what?
I don't think it's the corset.
Up next, Jade Jolie.
Okay, this picture is so cute.
The picture is cute. The look was like alien space, and she was eating brains out of a spike. Head on a spike,
Mm-hmm.
eating goo.
Yeah.
But it was dark because she was trying to do.
Head on a spike eating
It
goo.
was dark.
She was trying to do UV paint and makeup.
Is that a reference to something? Is this a reference
Well,
to
I
a
got
movie?
excited because have you ever seen Game of Thrones?
No, of course
A
not,
A very famous
Alexis.
character in the end of season
Snow
1
White. Jon
gets
Snow.
his head on a spike.
But I just think she was like, hey, look, I caught an alien cowboy and I eaten his head, blah, blah, blah. I think Jade is doing a very good / consistent job of creating some sort of gross thing she puts in her mouth with each costume.
Mhm.
I thought it was good. Walking down the runway, I wasn't quite sure what was happening, but I agree with her because she's safe. She's been safe all 3 times. I would like to hear the judges speak to her because she's
Yeah.
like, I just want feedback. I
Well,
want to know.
they did mention her. I kind of thought they were this time because they did
They
mention
kept her
her.
on stage.
And they said, like, we need to get inside what's going on with her because we
Yeah.
feel like she's holding back.
But then she was
famous,
safe.
Famous. If they ever say on a reality competition show, I feel like you're holding back. You have to drink.
And shit on the floor.
Let's go to Dolly. Oh,
Ooh.
Dolly.
Hot.
Very.
This was hot.
The silhouette, so cool.
Oh, and
The colors.
when Orville was like, "Did you make this?"
Oh,
and
oh.
Dolly's like, head to toe.
Here we
and
go.
Orville's like, "That's so impressive." I was like, "Kiss." Then we had Coco Kane,
The Coco Kane, who she was
a pig.
Little
She was a
piggy.
pig wench.
Pig wench. Well, because brothels were very big in Old Town West, and barbecue. So combined with
Brothels and
horrible.
barbecue. That's a restaurant. Not brothel that way. It was soup. It was broth.
Broth.
It was broth
Mm.
and barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah, clever.
I
got a titty now.
That's a good transition
That's a good
because their whole critique for her was that you brought out the giant tits again. This is the 3rd time you've been in giant tits, and your whole character has been, I just kind of walk sideways and I'm like spooky pretty. Valid, okay, but I like a pig bottom. Wait, who said that? Who made that joke? I liked it. It was a little messy, but like
Yeah.
I don't like. We've said this before. I don't like when the judges give you a piece of advice of like, we want to see you switch it up, and then they send you home. Well, why didn't you
Give
tell
me
her
a
that last
chance.
week?
Hold on.
You saw big titties last week.
Also,
Only week
seeing
3.
who was in the bottom 2, it's like that's weird. The person who won last week
Mhm.
and the person who's never been in the bottom, when there are maybe other people that I think could have been in the bottom.
I think that Saint might have been put in the bottom because she won last week. Because Astrid won the week before and then got sent home. I
Right.
think they were trying to build.
Maybe they're
kind of
doing
that
a new thing where if you're in the bottom, if you're in the top 1 week. Do you remember in RuPaul's Drag Race, or if you were in the top the week after, you were safe? In the early seasons, if you won the challenge, you had automatic immunity the next week.
Oh, I didn't know they ever
Right?
did immunity like
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's how they used to do it on like
Survivor.
Mhm.
And
Well, for Dragula,
Yeah.
they're like putting them in the bottom to just like shake them up,
shake them up.
and then they come out on top. And then if they're
You wanna be on top?
too, I don't know.
Top heavy? To me, that made sense because Mary Cherry continues to
Do what she
confuse me.
does.
Well, let's talk about
Well, let's
her.
talk about Mary Cherry. She was a she was Hello Dolly in the West.
Right.
Alien Hello Dolly. with
Green.
Oh, she was Hello Dolly Mike Wazowski because she had the green in the one eye. And prove me that I'm wrong.
Hello,
Monsters, Inc.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike
Wazowski. It wasn't for me. I thought
It
was
wasn't the
very
level. It wasn't the level that I
rudimentary
think.
for me. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think they're forgiving her because they like her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Her in the cauldron after just automatically went into La Zavaleta and Zavaleta too. They both just like.
Well, and then poor Jade got stuck in the middle, and Jade.
And then they came after her.
and then they
About it,
both
and-
came after her.
Yeah, it's like
either
you're.
side.
I don't know. I can't tell if they're trying to do like
TV
TV
production.
or if they really couldn't hear each other.
Mary's read to me as TV production because when Jade was like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, I'm not speaking for you. What? And then she's like, we're going to talk when we get home. Because she realized, like, the fight was over because Jade wasn't going to engage.
Right.
So then she was like, we're going to fight at home. Whereas if it was actually something that bothered her, I would think that she'd be like, fuck you, let's talk.
Well, but it was weird because.
When Bitter Betty was just like sitting off to the side, and Jade was like, I don't like doing this. Bitter Betty, and then Bitter Betty's like,
Huh?
why? Who said my name?
That was funny though when
That
Bitter
was
Betty
a good moment.
was in the cauldron and they were trying to convince her she was in the top.
Oh, I related so
She
hard to
wasn't
that.
Sure. She was like, maybe I'm in
Yes.
the bottom. They're like, no, what? So Jade is safe again. Mary is safe again. They've been safe the entire time.
Hoso was safe. It was a
Hoso
little
was
sad.
safe.
And then everyone else is tops and bottoms, and you kind of don't really know who's who until you get to the end. It's everyone's tops, and Saint and Coco are bottom. Which doesn't really make sense with my fantasy, but everyone's going to do the extermination, which I did think is fun.
Well, before we get to the extermination, because I know you have a lot of thoughts on the extermination, we find out the winner is La Zavaleta.
Oh, La Zavaleta.
I was
think, yeah.
so excited. I thought well deserved.
Rightfully so. She
Yeah.
was scary.
Yeah, I loved when Little Boulay was talking about her, and she was like, I'm just going to say it. Like, she dropped the kind of Little Boulay act and was like, I love it. I'm going to put you in our comic book. Like, she just couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
She couldn't sit back. She was so excited.
The culture.
And I
The culture.
loved that. But then we all go to the Extermination Challenge. Alexis, do you want to talk about it? It's your dream.
They get to ride a mechanical bull.
Yeah.
And go back, episode. Will you put it in when I say, will you just do computer voice? I say, I think we should all go do a mechanical bull. And there used to be a bar here, it was Coyote Ugly. They did have a mechanical bull. I don't know if it's still around because I checked, when the movie came out. So I'm going to Google mechanical bull and we're all going to go, okay?
Okay.
Can I be honest with
Actually,
you?
forget I said that. Her bachelorette party is coming up.
If my bachelor
Right
I
on.
love
involves a mechanical
that idea.
I'm going to.
to.
Listen, I threw
Make
my
it
back out, pulling the couch out, like just lifting the. You think I can ride a mechanical?
Why don't we
ball?
just go to McDonald's and get you a kiss meal? You can
I can fire in your face.
Yes.
They do mechanical bull. Everyone Mary can't even get on.
No.
Which
That's
is funny.
funny.
I enjoyed that.
That's funny.
lighthearted.
Lighthearted.
Which I guess it
They
does
kind
kind of prove why she's on the show. She's
she's
a
a
moment.
delight.
She'll do it.
She's
She's a physical
She's
comedian.
alive, yeah. And then we head back. Okay, we head back to the beginning scene. They've just eaten. They found some meat.
Just pulling the bones out
Yes.
their teeth at
Bones.
this point. And we see outside.
And it's a pig roast.
Gross.
Which, okay, let's talk about this. Did they come up with the skit after?
I
oh,
think
and so then they did the
so.
pig roast. That makes sense.
I
Okay,
think
never mind.
so,
Yeah.
right?
But also
Yeah.
but I did think about that. The two in the bottom were both dressed as animals.
And you can eat. Well, you can eat humans too if you do it wrong. So we had to say goodbye to Coco Kane. I'm bummed.
I'm bummed too. I mean, she did seem a little more reserved now that I think of it. Just like talking head vibes and long table room vibes. But I wanted to see more.
I thought she was a positive personality in the long table rooms. She always seemed to be someone who joked around, who would
Right.
jump in the moments of drama and be like, okay, this isn't that serious. I don't know, I'm gonna miss her.
Right, like at
Me
the when Saint and Coco were having like a heart-to-heart, like, I'm gonna miss you, like, I can't believe it's us on the
Oh,
bottom.
that was
Saint was
really
like,
was
if
a really sweet
anyone to
moment.
be in the bottom, I don't want it to be you. And she kept it very light and bright.
Yeah.
And Mary was
And
like,
then Mary was like,
well,
I'm here too.
don't forget about me. And Coco
they
was
both
like,
just
we
went-
all
And they were
know
like,
you.
oh yeah,
We know
yeah,
you're
you
here.
are.
We can't forget.
I'm sad to see Coco Kane go. I was starting to get addicted. And I just wanted a few more bumps.
Right.
You just wanted a few more bumps of Coco, okay?
Oh
You can't
my
do that to me. You have
God.
to tell me in advance.
You have to warn me.
You have to warn me when you're gonna do something like
I
that.
can't believe I have fake boobs. I was gonna wear them tonight, but I couldn't find them. I couldn't find my other boobs too, so I had to
Where are
put
your
in.
boobs? Where in the world
These are my
these
butt
boobs?
pads.
No way.
These are like little tiny butt
Oh
pads.
yeah.
And a sock. I should be on Dragula. I enjoyed that. I'm loving Dragula.
I love
This is a
Dragula.
very fun show.
And Sigourney is killing it.
Yes.
Now, when they say monster inside and out, are they wanting people to break down? Is that what they're looking for?
I think they're looking to get deep down and find out who's an actual psychopath, like who cannot empathize with others. And then they want to just see, like, if we let you loose in Cleveland, what's going to happen? Thank you so much for coming back. We missed you so much.
I missed y'all so much.
But
This
you'll
is
be
so
back.
fun.
You'll be back because wedding festivities.
Big things coming up for you.
So you'll be back very
Big
soon,
titty, big
and we'll
titties.
do more of this shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
More of this shit. We also have coming up at the end of the month, November. When is IMHO live? The 2nd?
27th, I believe.
November 27th. Go to newporttheater.com and you can get your tickets for this show. You don't want to miss it.
Y'all, it's been so fun seeing our TikTok grow too. Like,
Right?
I'm addicted to our TikTok channel. Like,
Paula has said, like, I would love to see y'all doing the trends. If you see a trend that, like, really speaks to you, do it. I want to see you do it.
I should definitely do the oh no, the killer is escaping, and I just like
Yes!
Oh no!
Our killer is escaping!
Is escaping!
So, if you enjoyed these titties, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little bell notification so you make sure you get notified anytime those titties start to shake.
Yes, and if you want to see more of those titties, join us at patreon.com/IMHO for exclusive content
show.
and more titties.
IMHO the show. You can also find us on Cameo. We're all on
Right here.
Cameo, so you can order one from us. Or if you'd like a Shameo, you can go to IMHOtheShow.com for that. All right, ladies. Are we ready to say goodbye, uglies? Yeah?
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Here we go.
Goodbye,
uglies.
I'm a ghost.
Your ghost.
Boo.
We actually, one of our shams is for Sarah, our Italian.
Oh!
Oh,
We're gonna break the
hey.
news to her that we're not gonna do
No.
Drag Race Italian.
Just wanted to let you know I'll be available to cook / bring food for the mukbang if you decide to review that. It's only 6 episodes, and then she put the like doe eyes. Hope to actually see you in
Italia?
person soon. P.S. Have you watched Diana the musical? I feel like you have opinions, but I'm surprised you haven't shared them yet. I do want to watch Diana. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't
thought we
either.
could do like a podcast about it, like a Patreon only.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Because I've heard it's insane, and I'm ready for it.
I've heard she
You and
dies
Birdie-
in it.
Don't joke.
Oh shit.
Was she singing while she died?
Yeah,
This
she's
tunnel
singing
is very dark. I'm getting a bad feeling right now.
Boom, the piano falls on her.
Yeah, that is how she. A lot
That
of
is
people
how
think it was
she
just the
does
tunnel. It was the piano.
There was a grand
It was
piano
the
waiting.
piano.